Hello again and welcome back to Scott Reviews Things. It's Sunday and it's absolutely, well, it's actually brightened up ever so slightly. It's been leathering it down all morning. We've got this storm coming. On a Sunday I've started doing a 6-mile run and I wanted to take you with me. But because it's so horrible, I'm not going to do the 6 miles. The reason I was going to take you with me is it incorporates a lot of Pompey. Obviously there's quite a long way around Pompey. It's about 17 miles round. But the 6-mile route that I started doing, is quite an interesting route. But I'm going to do 4 miles. Don't even know what the time is, hang on. This afternoon, it's 12:30. And I thought I'd take you with me. I did a practice one of these videos the other day for the members only. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Trying to talk while you're running, obviously can only give you some sort of feedback, etc. It's always quite hard. So, and obviously if it starts pissing down, it's going to be difficult because I don't know how wet the lens is going to get. But I thought I'd take you with me and show you the 4-mile route that I do. It's not the most exciting route, but it is what it is, isn't it? So, yeah, strap yourselves in for about 35 minutes of running, something like that. Right, let's get going then. Now, how today goes. Here's the jiggling, it's just my keys in my pocket. I've really enjoyed the running. Since I started up back in July again. People that don't know, this is a lot of running. When I met Wanda, I was about 12 and a half stone, 13, maybe 13 stone when I met Wanda. But I got down to 11. Doing, anybody that's seen the Insanity program, that's a big puddle, I'm walking through that. Yeah, the Insanity program, I completed that twice, as well as running regularly. I played 5-a-side football on a Tuesday night, and generally looked after myself a little bit better than and then obviously I got divorced and had a few more beers here and there, shall we say, and the weight piled back on. I got up to 17, so 3, but I was looking through my medals actually. I think I've done 6 Great South runs with my best time for 10 miles being 1 hour and 11 minutes, so it's just under 7-minute miles I was doing. So I've done that 5-6 times. I've done Southampton's 10k, I think it was, or 10 mile. Can't remember which one it was now. I ran around Goodwood racetrack. That was 10 kilometres. I might do that again this year. I was looking at the Great South Run this year. That was what my goal was. But it's 50 quid. I just think the price of these things these days is absolutely extortionate. I know they've got to put on the police and road closures, and you get your medal. Sometimes you get a t-shirt, but not always. I just think it's really expensive for what you get these days. And that's the early bird, because they cancelled last year's. Great South Run due to a massive storm. This is the funniest part, because I went for a run that morning in October, and for me, the Great South Run's been done in worse conditions than that. It shows you the damn handy state we live in these days. Sad, really. So coming up along here, sort of Target Road, there used to be Portsmouth dog track. Sadly went a few years ago now. I had many a good night with the dogs in. Well, I went to the dogs many years ago, but that's a completely different matter. So yeah, Portsmouth dog track over now, it's wasteland at the moment, and has been for years, but as we get round in a minute, you'll see that they're putting obviously new housing on there, because Portsmouth obviously hasn't got enough people living on this fucking island as it is at the moment. Overcrowded already, can't fucking drive in the city. It's a fucking nightmare. So what we do is we cram on as many people as we fucking can and rent. And obviously close to the sea inlet. So not the brightest idea, so there's still shit over there. It's called, I think it's called Alexandra Place. So coming up here, for people that know Portsmouth, is Alexandra Park. This building here, I don't know if it was, I think it was a pirate radio station many years ago. Been derelict now for many years. I think it might have been something to do with Radio Caroline or something like that. Those lines many years ago. So this is Alexandra Park, and this over here is the Mountbatten Centre. So before places like Roco and all the fitness gyms that have rocked up over the years, Mountbatten Centre was the only real place for fitness, really, and it's got everything. It's got an Olympic size swimming pool in the big circular fronted building bit that's been added over about the last 15-20 years. It's got a Olympic style running track. I'll take my hat off, I'm fucking boiling. Yeah, Olympic style running track. So yeah, it's a Mountbatten Centre. Been here for a good 40 years, I reckon, maybe longer. After, obviously named after Lord Mountbatten, where the fuck he was. Over here, over in that way, you can't see it. The Spinnakers over there. This is leading up to Hilsey Lines. These have been, this was all redone. I don't know if it was during lockdown or shortly after lockdown. So obviously bolstered the sea defences a little bit. But this is a very popular route for walkers, dog walkers, bicyclists, bastards on scooters, try and run you over. Obviously it's fucking dead as a dodo today, look, because of the weather. You've got little, it's got little bird watching stations. That tells you whereabouts you are, what you could be looking for. Used to have Sunday League football over here. I don't know if they do that anymore over here. I think that's all over not Castlefields. Chatham Gate Puddle. Go around that. Probably go in. Be funny. King George V playing field is what I was thinking about. So I was thinking, have a look at this. Not worried about the time today, just showing you around. And so this bird watching station. Let's just up here. We'll go back on ourselves in a minute. So here it is, look. What can you see through the bird hide? Black-tailed godwit, oyster catcher, cormorant, red shank, black-headed gulls. Which I think is quite cool, to be fair. Anything to encourage people, kids, or anything like that to come out and just have a bit of exercise, isn't it? And on the world's worst, I was a fucking couch potato for a few years before deciding that the running and the training of the Brighton Marathon destroyed my enthusiasm for running. It was horrible. Getting in after work, having to go for like, to begin with it wasn't too bad, it was just building up, but then as the moment it's got more time consuming after work and you're having to put like 10, 12, 15, 20 miles in, and then I did the marathon itself, and across the line I hated every minute of it. Across the line and Wanda said to me, "Oh, you must be really pleased with yourself. How do you feel?" Well, I just want to go home. And because Wanda doesn't drive, I had to drive. I haven't run 26 miles. I had to drive home. So we get back one week. And I can move lock solid. Go and have a bath. Oh, don't be too long, we're going out for dinner. Do what? Knackered. So that destroyed my love of running, really. Over here you got the sails on the M275, one of the main artery routes in the Pompey. I'm going to go up here because puddle. So, what started my running again? Well, we went to Disneyland in Paris in July, and before that I weighed myself and I was 17 stone 3 3/4, which was the highest weight I've ever been. And I turned 50 in July, and I thought, I don't want to be fat at 50. I want to do something about this. So, this used to be an old MOD site. I was like a proper MOD working area. I was actually in that site when 9/11 happened. Remember doing a job who I worked for, and just up there it was. Yeah, and there was a telly on as I'm working away, and obviously you got the first news flash of the first plane hitting. I thought I was going to go home for lunch. Still lived with my mum and dad at that point. Go home and you spend the rest of the day watching in complete shock and awe of what's happened, really. A bit like the old JFK thing, innit? You always remember where you were on a specific day and time. Mad, really. Yeah, so I'm 17 stone 3 1/4, 3/4 in July, and thought, need to do something about this. So I said to Wanda, I want to lose some weight. And Wanda's always been very good. She's always said that she's been happy with how I look. But you know within yourself, if you're overweight, you don't feel it, lethargic. I was drinking beer every night, 3, 4, 5, 6 beers, eating shit. Obviously, using this channel sometimes as a almost a crutch of I'm doing it for the channel. And so you drink more. I mean, the amount of rounds me and Wanda had where I go and buy beer and I tell her when I was training, I can't have the beer while I'm training. I need to hide it. So she'd hide it. I'd have a go at her for hiding it. Madness when you think back at it, isn't it? So, decided to do that. Get back into running. And I'd done a little bit afterwards. We did a Great Ormond Street challenge thing. It included running and walking. But I was so big back in 2020. Probably not as big as I was this year, to be fair. But I was running and my back was hurting. So I'm like, I'm not fucking running anymore. Just because of the walking, so I gave up. But this year, last year, July 2023, I look back at some of my videos and I think, you fat bastard. How did he get to that size? Mad, isn't it, when you think about it? So, I said to one, I'm going to do the couch to 5k. And she said, I'll do it with you. So, we did that together. A fantastic little cafe over here. Brilliant. It is called the Healthy Lions Cafe. You might have seen it in a couple of the fit Race to 50 videos that I was doing. I used to run up here, have a Coke or something, Diet Coke obviously, Pepsi Max, something like that, then run back again, and that would be about 3 miles. I think it's 1.5 miles up here, something like that. Obviously not doing so well today because the weather's fucking horrible. You can see outside they've got like wakeboarding, all that sort of stuff. It's really nice, very reasonably priced, really nice people. So if you're ever in Poppy, be sure to give it some love. So yeah, started doing the couch to 5k, which initially I think is like 30-second running, something like that, and struggled like fuck. It's around 30 seconds. I'm going to be running now 17 minutes. Doesn't make any sense, does it? And I think that's 3 times a week. Wanda's doing it as well. Oh, this is the Lido. It's a Portsmouth Lido that went to absolute rat and ruin over about 50 years. Then they're pumping billions, well millions into rebuilding it. Plunge into action. We're looking forward to, well, that bollocks, rebuilding the Lido. They'll never use anyway. Don't have the weather in this country for a Lido. Madness. Got fucking war veterans on the streets, and we're sinking money into shit like that. Anyway, started doing the couch to 5k, knocked the beer out in the week, more or less. Had a couple on the Thursday night, and day off on Saturday, where eat what you like, more or less, have a few beers, back on it on a Sunday, maybe go to the Brewer's Tap on a Sunday for their cheese board. Wanda loves a cheese board, I love a cheese board, a couple of quid in the pot, super duper. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but then generally on a Sunday it was earned beer days. If you wanted a beer, had to earn it, walking, running, whatever you did. And gradually the weight came off. Give me a wipe. Yeah, gradually the weight came off. Slowly but surely, up in the mileage as well, so mileage has gone up. The furthest I've run was last weekend when I managed to get up to 8 miles, so that was pleasing. Lovely swans. This is what they do to the wakeboarding, so they come down to go over the thing, and yeah, so up to 8 miles. I don't know what my challenge is going to be. I was looking at the Great South Run, which is 10 miles, which I've done a few times. I've never run a race marathon. It's difficult, really. Cars and vegetation. Yeah, I've never run a race marathon. Obviously, I've run a marathon. That's the same for the marathon, half marathon. Race half marathon, sorry. So maybe a half marathon. Somebody said in the comments about doing the Worthing half marathon, and if I did it, they'd do it with me. So maybe that's an option. I don't know when that is. I'd have to investigate that. Oh, I should have told you, over here used to be the old news building, the local newspaper, Portsmouth. Sadly, I mean, it was a monstrosity of a building, but they took it down. I think they put it flat. Put it flat, of course they are. They've shoehorn as many people onto this fucking island as we can. I think there's a stat, I don't know, I'm probably getting this here that's just slightly wrong, that Portsmouth is the most densely populated city per mile in Europe. It certainly used to be, and I can't think the population's got down much. So this is called Northern Parade, which takes us back down to where does it take it back down? Alexandra Park and the Mountbatten Centre. Tell you what, I found I had a practice go at this the other day to see if I could come in and run at the same time, because obviously lung capacity is the problem. And to be fair, it's fucking hammering it down. That tree's a bit tired, look. A little bit of a nap. Yeah, now it's getting miserable. Put my hood up. Hopefully, it's not spraying the camera too much. Oh, let's get rid of the spray. Don't know how far we're at, but I had to guess. About 2 miles somewhere. I can't come out of the camera and have a look at the app on my phone. So we're going to have to guess. We're going to do a guess of when we get to 4 miles. I'm going to guess at 38 minutes. So about 15 minutes. That's when I'm going to stop. I'm going to look at my Strava and see how good. My guess is, at my pace, I reckon I'm at about 9.5 minute mile pace. If I had to guess, which is a lot slower than it used to be, but fucking 10 years older than when I was at my absolute fitness. So I started at 17 stone 3 3/4. Obviously with Christmas gone, didn't overindulge, but had a few more like treat, like twiglets, peanuts, celebrations and heroes. How small are the boxes of them, the tubs of them now, for the fucking price you pay for them. Scandalous, really. A couple of more beers, didn't go massively huge on beer over Christmas, tried to at least be half sensible. Christmas Day I drank all of Wanda's pissed off cream liqueur, which she was well happy about. And I think I had about 3 beers. Boxing Day I only had 1. Had a lager. You see that on the channel at some point. New Year, I bought myself a 4-pack of beers from Chelsea Brewing Company. I had 2 casemates and 2 of their black IPA, which was fabulous. I think I had something else, I can't remember what it was. I didn't go mad New Year. I think the worst, I'm not doing dry January, all that bollocks. I understand why people want to do it and they want to cut down and stuff like that, and more power to them. But a lot of people have said it's like being forced down your throat, and they'll be the one to choose if they want to do something, not the government and the pressure, peer pressure and shit like that. Which is ultimately fair enough. So I'd cut back anyway. So I'll probably do a few non-alcoholic beers here and there. See, I've never found anything. There was one actually, it's not true. My friend, the beery beast in the beach, Andrew, he sent me a low ABV beer from Tartarus called Pixie. And that was pretty bloody good, but then obviously Tartarus are pretty good brewery anyway. I had some stonking beers from them, but generally everything else non-alcohol wise never been a huge fan of. I always feel like it's missing something from the alcohol, sort of savoury and oniony about some of the flavours in them. I see Ghost Ship, I've got one out, so I might have a look at Ghost Ship. I have had I've had Guinness Zero. That was pretty good. That was pretty good to be fair. Maybe if you've got this far and you want to see me do Guinness Zero, leave a comment. If you got this far, well, you're fucking mad, really. What are we on? 26 minutes. And by my reckoning, about another 12 will get me to 4 miles. So you're going to have 12 minutes of me waffling on, where it's absolutely pissing down. Should have took my hat off. That was probably a mistake. So do I go back the way I came? I've got to take you around by the park and ride to along the foreshore. Probably do that. I'll go along the park and ride foreshore, and that should bring me to round about where I want to be, which is at home with a hot cup of coffee, to be honest. So yeah, go back to my weight. 117 stone 3 3/4, like Adrian Mole, age 13 3/4. Weighed myself this morning. It's January the 5th today, and I'm 14 stone 8. So I've more or less levelled out. I wanted to get down to 14 stone, but that would probably mean taking out even more stuff that I actually enjoy. So the odd beer here and there. We have the odd McDonald's, KFC on New Year's Day, because Wanda loves a KFC. And I think I'm quite happy where my weight is. Just going to dry my phone off. Hard to hold it. Yeah, I'm quite happy where my weight is. I've gone from bordering on a XXL to just a large. I want to get some rid of a load of stuff on Vinted, selling stuff. So there's a whole bag of clothes that I've given her to sell, which actually I've now been able to get back into, which has been a bit of a bonus if I'm honest. So yeah, feel better in my clothes as well. Nothing worse than putting a t-shirt on or something like that, and you feel like it's cutting off the blood to your fucking head. And you can't breathe. Your tits and your belly are fucking bursting out everywhere. I'm not saying that they don't still do that, just not quite as bad as they used to. And I put a video out Saturday the 4th, I don't know if it's going to come out today or whatever, might be out today, where I had a look back, looking back over my shoulder. The first video that me and Wanda done in May 2019, and to be fair, I don't think I didn't look too bad. 6 years later, almost 6 years later. So a few more wrinkles, a few more grey hair in the beard, but weight-wise, don't feel that far off it. Cars don't, isn't it? Some cars could be bastards and don't let you go. Dog walkers with their fucking extended leads. They can be a pain in the arse. Hope you enjoyed this. Can anybody let me know if you actually get and watch the whole thing? Because that'd be quite interesting. Maybe I should have showed some of me. I'm not that vain. But as you can probably see, I'm fucking wet. Very wet. But I really enjoyed this look to it. How long we got left? Have a guess. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to run. We'll get us to about 4 miles. 9, 8, 36. Yeah. There's a couple of little bit of stops in there to look at the birdie bits and all that. The trouble is, if I go that way, that's going to put me over 4 miles. Do I want to do over 4 miles in this fucking rain? I'll take leave comments in the comment box, but it's obviously not fucking live, is it? I tell you what, I've actually found it easier breathing whilst talking than just normal running, because doing this, I usually listen to podcasts. I listen to a wrestling podcast called The Lapsed Fan. JP Sorrow, Jack Ancanasio, JP Sorrow out in America, where they talk about old wrestling days. Huge fan of olden days wrestling. I listen to Park and Ride into Portsmouth on the M275, so you get on here and it'll take you into Commercial Road and Gun Wharf, if you're that bothered. About 4 minutes, we can go for the park. I think that's going to bring me a little bit closer to home. I would have gone for further, but obviously I am absolutely sopping wet now. Head down to the park, and we'll end in the park that me and Wanda have done our fair share of loops of, shall we say. Yes, I listen to the Lapsed Fan. I listen to that while I'm driving for work as well, to be fair. Very, very funny. Take the piss out of being a wrestling fan, because obviously almost 50, still like wrestling. Wrestling goes over to Netflix Tuesday in the UK. I think it's gone over now, but Raw and SmackDown are now going to be on there. Which, because I cancelled the network last year again. I get it for a couple of months, I get bored of it. And where it's incorporated into my Netflix subscription, I'm not worried that much anyway. I know we've got 2 minutes. So how far out am I going to be? I'll be well annoyed if I haven't made 4 miles. It's all dependent on me doing around 9.5 minute miles to get the 4 miles in 38 minutes. So let's guess and see how far out I am, because I'm going to stop it, instantly go to Strava, and then I'll come back and do a little outro of how close I got to the guess. How close do you reckon? Probably don't know what I'm watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little jaunt around Portsmouth. But however far I've gone, get a little speed boost, but you've got to get past that one. So we've got 50 odd seconds left. I'm going to stop it bang on 38 minutes 20 seconds, because I want that 20 seconds to count. Because there's Paul Daniels used to say, every second counts with Paul Daniels. Now that's magic. Right, what we got? 50 seconds. And what I did with match time, so you know I'm not pulling a Swifty on you, I'm not lying. However long I've been running, it might be a couple of seconds out. Oh, it's a fucking great puzzle here. I'll go back around this way. I ain't running through that, it's like a lake. So we've got 20 seconds from now, 38 minutes gone. And then we'll see how good my knowledge of my own pace is. Could be a bit out, if I'm honest. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's finished. Oh, bastard. Oh, bastard. 3.99 miles. So, just off the 4 mile that I wanted, but not a bad guess for my own natural pace as it is now. So I think it's, I've just had a look, I think it's 9.39, 9 minutes 39 seconds per mile. It ain't fantastic, but I'm out here absolutely piss wet through 4 miles in my near 50-year-old legs. Next Sunday, if weather's good, I'll do the 6 miler, because that one's quite interesting. I can show you some of the other, probably down by Stratton Park. It takes you all around a nice loop of summer Portsmouth, so I'll take you with me then. Hope you've enjoyed this. I'm afraid the one I did the other day for members only, it was getting too dark. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to say, and yeah, tried to keep the commentary running slightly more on this one. Doggy. Yeah, try to keep the commentary going more on this one for you, keep it a bit more interesting, about why I'm running still. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I might put this out as a race to 50 video. If you've enjoyed it, leave a comment down below. If it's something you'd like to see more of, then why not subscribe to the channel? That doesn't cost anything and it helps the channel grow. It's not just a beer channel these days, you know. Do all sorts of other things, like this shit for a start, like hypothermia. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't, give me a thumbs down, that's absolutely fine. Please consider subscribing. If you want to go further, there's a join button. Membership, 99p, $1.99 and $2.99 a month. Extra content that other people don't get. All helps. And yeah, have a great week. See you soon.